everybody, and welcome to our final Q&A for the 2026 leadership race. I am back here with a few of our candidates, including a couple online this time, and we're basically going to take you through a short introduction of who these guys are, and also have them walk through some questions that they've never seen before, which can be quite fun and unexpected. So, kicking us off, let's start with some introductions. So I'm just going to ask for your names, your pronouns, and your slogan, please. So we're going to start with Lucy, who's online here.
Hi, my name's Lucy, she, her. I've been at uni for 4 years. Oh, you asked for slogan, didn't you? Giving it back to you. It's time to give it back to you. I've been here for 4 years, and the university's changed me, and I really wanted to change the union and make everything better for you guys.
Fabulous. And then Philip, if we can hop on over to you.
So, hi, I'm Philip. I go by he, him, and my slogan is helping your future be brighter than a poster because, well, I have a pretty bright poster, and naturally, I think most people up in Stockholm most likely see me through the actual poster for the first time. But yeah.
Fabulous. If we hop into the room then.
Hi, I'm the campaign manager for Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil's pronouns are they, them, and Dr. Evil's slogan is I'm the evil one.
Amazing. Fascinating. And then finally, Say.
So my name is Zain Javed, and my pronouns are he, him, and my slogan is your voice matter and I will deliver on it, because obviously every student here came from different backgrounds and different cultures, different societies, and the most important, different educational backgrounds. So when they came here, they feel like, are we going to be accepted or not? Some students spend a lot of time to have that feeling that we are accepted. So I'm going to work on that one. Thank you.
Okay, so kicking off our first question, which we'll ask to all of the candidates in the reverse order of where we just went. We're going to start with, what from your manifesto would you think the union should prioritise in the next academic year?
So for the next academic year, my first priority is listen to the student and act how they want me to do. Like, if you are a student and you came to the student union and said, I have this problem, please give me a solution or give me a suggestion to resolve my problem. So I'm here to solve your problems, because I am a course rep as well. I'm doing business computing course. So during my course rep journey, I did a lot of good stuff. I helped my fellows. I can't say like they are my team, they are like my friends. So I'm helping my friends as much as I can. And I have some students from different courses, but they have one similar course, one similar module with us. So one of them got the email from university that you are going back home, you're not engaging with your course well, and he is engaging with his course well, but don't know why. So he was actually he was shivering while he called me, and he said, this happened, what should I do now? So I said, look, okay, don't worry, first of all, calm down, relax yourself, and then explain everything to me. After explaining, I said, do this, and he did actually the same I told him to do, and now he's back in his journey and he's mentally not stressed, he's calm.
So that's sort of listening and student voice aspect.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on, if you need me to repeat the question, do just ask, that is always allowed. From the Dr. Evil perspective, what are we getting?
Can you repeat the question?
The question is, what from your manifesto do you think the union should prioritise in the upcoming academic year?
I think what I'm going to do, throw that one back at you. What do you think is the most important part of my manifesto?
I think that's a really, really irresponsible way to use your opportunity to promote. Any last opportunities to expand on
Well,
that?
okay, I've just had a new idea actually.
Okay,
this could
hits
be
with
new.
it.
Obviously the funding for the SU, not great, hemorrhaging funds. So I'm thinking I'll pull it back with obviously my colours are red, so I'm gonna take a big bit out of the funds, put it on red. It hits, we double up, and the finances are saved. We can bring back the art shop. We can probably 3 pints at Ember, and we'll probably just slot machines in Ember. That's another one.
Okay.
That's another one that I'll put on.
Okay. So we're coming from the gambling perspective for that priority.
Well, like
okay.
a money generation.
Okay, yeah, of course. Okay. So finances. Yeah, okay. So, Philip, can we hop to you over in London? Again, what from your manifesto do you think the union should prioritise in the upcoming academic year?
Well, I mean, I'm primarily going to, I'll be honest, through my entire campaign, try and target the games department, naturally because I am a game student. And I feel like the number one thing, maybe it's because I'm from the London campus, but networking events are like absolute, I'd say a priority in trying to get the students out there into the industry with actual professionals to speak to get the entire perspectives on. And naturally, I mean, like I personally just have like a very big LinkedIn network myself because I've been fortunate enough to go to networking events. And naturally, I'm not too certain how many there are in Stoke, but I doubt it's quite as many as London. I would love to like push forward in terms of bringing more to the students of Stoke if I can, to the best of my abilities, and also to, again, as I someone states in my manifesto, actually leverage my network to actually like get the students that opportunity, because really, unfortunately, the reality of the job market right now and of this industry is that it doesn't really matter how good you are with your skills at the end of the day, so much as it matters the people you know, because those people, naturally you'll learn a lot from them, but you also just like get a ton of opportunities through them beyond what your uni course can do. And overall, there's just like this inherent, thing where if you know somebody, you're almost like you're going to promote them. So naturally, that's going to be happening on the side of your network of the people who know you and who are in these companies, and therefore, like trying to go from it, go into more as a pragmatic perspective of like, this is an issue that's inherent to this industry, and trying to resolve that using the student union and to benefit the students of the university is just, well, it makes perfect sense.
Fabulous, thank you so much. Then Lucy, do you need me to repeat the question, or are you happy to go in with it?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I think the first thing that I want to prioritize and you want the university to prioritize is inclusion, right? It all starts with student comfort. I transitioned here at uni in my second year, and even though I felt brave enough to transition here, that second year was still really scary and kind of hell. I mean, having to walk from Cadman to find a gender neutral toilet was part of that. Having to just kind of deal with staff like getting pronouns wrong, or even like some students like that. It's not always easy for everyone when you transition, and I want to make sure that that's as comfortable as possible. But that's not just trans people that I want to focus on. I want to focus on making sure that everybody's more comfortable. I know there's a lot of stuff, a lot of negative publicity when it comes to anyone on isn't like straight, and I just want to make sure that we just kind of throw that in the bin here and make sure that everyone feels as comfortable and happy to be themselves as possible, no matter what course they're doing, no matter what building they're in. I just want, because I think that is where success comes from, right? When I became more comfortable in third year, that's where I thrived. That's where I was getting my firsts. That's where I was getting my network and meeting people. So helping everyone else achieve that, and being a voice for that, and being someone that people can come to and say, hey, this thing isn't great, could you look into this for that specific reason? Like, yeah, that's the one thing I want to prioritize.
Thank you so much. And just to warn you, Lucy, this next question is coming straight back to you. So yeah, for the second question, again, same question for all four of you. We'll just be going that way around. So this is a bit of a longer one, so again, I'm always happy to expand on it or to repeat it if needed. So obviously, as a student union, we offer a variety of services. We do a lot of different things. Everything from advice to support and shops and venues and cafe and green pad, our letting agents, and everything in between. So with this massive offer that we do provide, we're always looking to keep it very diverse and very vibrant. So that's my question to you. How would you make our Students' Union offer more diverse and vibrant?
That's a good question. So one of my policies that I want to run into is this kind of friendly neighborhood thing, and that really goes into what the Student Union does and the societies that run sort of with the assistance of the Student Union, and making sure that everyone can access those as easily as possible, right? I want to be able to publicize those student societies better. I want to be able to try and offer more free events so that people can see what those societies are offering and join without having the fear of not being able to pay for their food if they want to pay for a term of events and stuff. And hopefully, within that, when we get more people involved within those societies and within the union's ecosystem, we can hopefully encourage them to be a part of it and take help it take shape over the next few years.
Thank you so much. All right, Philip, straight one to you. Do you need me to repeat it or expand on it? Completely up to you.
Yes, please, if I could have a petition.
Yeah, so basically we as a Students' Union provide a lot of different services and do a lot of different things, and it's really important to us that we keep that offer diverse and vibrant and exciting. So the question to you is, how would you help us to offer diverse and vibrant services?
Well, naturally, I feel like maybe I'm coming this maybe with a very logical aspect, but naturally, I think getting data and really just doing maybe a bit more marketing, I'd say, and trying to get people's opinions on the actual services, because, well, I may not have the data that you do. I do feel like, given like some of the stuff that I've seen, just events in general and just overall pretty much places, is that there are still quite a good number of people, sometimes a minority, that could use help, that they don't even know about the services necessarily, or they haven't really thought about it. So maybe doing a bit of promotion, like going to like lectures or at the start of lectures, maybe just doing banners or sending emails through to them and letting them know of the actual services that are provided by the union. I find that's a very big and important aspect to consider. So really just like going out there and talking to people and letting them know continuously, and really just from there getting their opinion on what they would like as well, because naturally diversity and all of that is important, but it's also trying to do it by the actual students. There's like what they would like to see from it, pretty much, because if you don't do it without it benefiting as many people as possible, it's not going to be really useful. So trying to get as many people to give us their opinions and let them know that they will be heard and seen and their decisions will actually be considered is a very important aspect. So yeah, pretty much just to do recap and get more people involved and get their opinions on everything and go from them.
Amazing, fabulous. All right, let's jump down into the room. Would you like a repeat? Okay, fabulous. So the Students' Union offers a variety of services and resources and events and things. How would you make sure that we are keeping this offer diverse and vibrant?
I think that's a really great question.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking it. And I think the real heart of the issue is, like, what are we doing about these elections? Because I think you were saying earlier, so this wasn't on the camera, so but you were saying how much you like hate running the elections and hate students.
This is a joke, by the way. Please no.
And I'm thinking, let's get rid of them, right? Because if I'm elected, I'm probably going to be the best one, and so we don't need one again. And I think that's a pretty good way to keep it sort of good. If I'm just in there forever and I'm like I'm a dictator. What was the question again?
Noted. Don't worry, you answered it within your manifesto, and we only have a short amount of time. So let's hop on to Zane.
Thank you.
Would you like a repeat?
No, thank I actually got your question. What was it? So according to my thoughts, like as my slogan, like your voice matters. I'm speaking to the students. Like I experience most of the services from the university, like green pad, venues, cafes, and the lounge, and like most of the stuff. One day I forgot my laptop and I borrowed the laptop for the day from the university. It's also service. So to make them more diverse and vibrant, I am going to ask the students who select me as their voice, because I'm going to be their voice in the future. So I'm going to ask them what you think we can improve and what you think where we are lacking. So after getting the response, I'm gonna do like, okay, I have 5 to 10 things. Like these are our strengths and these are like our weaknesses. So what I can do within my job boundaries to improve the student union, to overcome where we are lacking, like how can I make the student happy, because by the end of the day we are serving for the students, so to make them happy, that's my main ambition.
Amazing, thank you so much. Right, for this final section of questions, each candidate is going to get a different question. Again, we're going to start with Zayn and go back along the line. So are you ready for your solo question? Okay, so your solo question would be, what would be the first thing that you would do when taking office?
When taking office, I'm going to understand how the work do, how you guys doing, and because I have to know what's my job and how I have to do that, because otherwise I'm gonna fail and I don't want to do that. So that's a joke. Sorry.
That's alright. It's not wrong.
Yeah. So after electing as a student union president and the students who select me, I'm going to do a social and congratulate them. Congratulations, your voice actually in the student union. Now any questions, any problems or anything, come to me and I'm gonna solve your problem. That's it.
Okay, so moving on, the next solo question is, what quality would you uniquely bring to being a full-time officer?
Well, I'll have to ask the doc for this one, of course. Yeah, load of gibberish. I'd probably just chat GPT all the answers, to be honest. If that helps.
Is that your final answer?
I turned it red as well. I turned the green into the red.
And that's a unique contribution.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty unique.
Fabulous. Well, thank you very much. And thank you for Dr. Evil for phoning in there. So, Philip, this one's coming to you. And the question is, every year, candidates add loads of ideas to their manifesto, but we don't actually always hear what they're doing to put their ideas in place. So how will you make sure that the students know what you're doing during your time in office?
LinkedIn. But no, seriously, again, because I want to really push this forward, because naturally this is again a very vital aspect of games as an entire industry, and really, unless you want to go indie, or even if you want to go indie, it's still a vital part of knowing people and speaking to people and really just ideating through through other people's ideas and perspectives, because naturally, it's this entire aspect of being human is that different beliefs help us and different perspectives shape us in their own right. So naturally, because of that, I always want to try my best to try and connect with the actual students on the courses, and of course I will try to get it through to everybody, because naturally the university is big and naturally I will be a voice for it. But I do want those different perspectives naturally, because really the people like the nursing courses and also the people like the actual like biomedical sciences courses or really just any sort of engineering courses as well, those people will have just as vital of an opinion and of an understanding of how to do things and how to really shape their own ideas and resources so that they can find a balance for it. And really, I want to learn from those types of experiences so that I can help people in other departments and in other courses, and really just again help by setting up the events that will be for them, because naturally while I will be focusing on the games department, I do want to actually get networking events in general. So maybe getting the actual like computer science students to tell me like what kind of companies would they like to see for the events, or what kind of people they would like to meet as well, or like the job roles. So really it's just the entire experiences aspect and really learning from them. And well, I am kind of like to put it out there, I am actually a current student ambassador as well, so I feel like that experience in itself has really taught me a lot in terms of how to talk with people, how to invite people for both collaboration but also to like know what they would like to see from a university perspective as well. So yeah.
Fabulous, thank you very much. And so for our final question to you, Lucy, in what ways have you contributed to university or union life before running?
I was really involved in the campaign last year. I was really involved in like helping build policies for that, and that's kind of what inspired me to come in this year, because there's lots of changes that I wanted to put forward, and obviously limited amount of things you can do in a year. It just felt right to do that. So far as university life, I mean, we all make a difference in our own ways. I've got my own little community of people. We do regular trips to Alton Towers and things. That's not really university life, but it's about having an impact on the people around you. And I think I try my best to have a positive impact on those. And then when in that position, in a position of full-time officer, that's definitely something I want to do, not only to the people I'll be representing and the people I'll be helping, but the people around me working with me, having a positive impact on um, everyone, from the people at Greenpad to Ember to the people in the lovely people in the union office, and just if everyone's happy, if everyone's having a good time, then I think everyone works really well, and we'll all be able to contribute and help to you even more.
Fabulous, thank you so much. So obviously that takes the pressure off now. Those are all the difficult questions. I hope it's not been too rough on you guys. But just before we sign off, I'm just going to go back down the line, and you've just got your sort of 30 seconds or so for final thoughts. So sorry, Lucy, straight back to you. 30 seconds, final thoughts, anything you want to say?
Sure, yeah. So as I was stumbling through at the very beginning, I started university here. I did the step up to HE course because I didn't have any A levels, and it was quite a scary time coming in as a mature student, not really knowing anyone, not having the same age, position as anyone, and obviously transitioned partway through that. And university did a lot for me and made my life significantly better. But that doesn't mean that there aren't things that we can do to make university better and make that experience easier for everybody. So no matter what course you're on, no matter your name, your pronouns, I want to be there to represent you and improve your university experience and the experiences of those after you.
Fabulous, thank you so much. And then hopping over to you, Philip.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same all over again. I have my own experiences, and I know people had their own experiences, and I'd like to really bring those together and really improve the university in the best ways that it can be done under our powers as both students and officers. And again, it's really the fact that we just need more perspectives, and I feel like events will definitely bring that together. And really, even people that may not actually necessarily go to those events in the first place, or that may not be the target audience, having those people actually just from other departments just go there and talk to them, and again help them get new experiences, and yeah, it feels rather priceless in that regard, given my experiences and given just really trying to bring that kind of London life here to Stoke as well, if I can, with like the entire diversity and beauty and bringing it all together in one place.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. And then jumping back into the room, sign off for us.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say, thanks for putting this on. I've been really inspired by, last year's officers, sort of how responsibly they've acted this year. You got Precious, Leah, and so I think that's really good. I like how scandal-free the union has been this year, with no scandals. So I'm excited to keep that up next year.
Brilliant. And on that note, Zane, would you like to give us your final thoughts?
Yeah, so final thoughts are like, first of all, thanks for inviting and thanks for this talk. So, as international students, because I'm an international student, I can feel what other international students feel. Because I felt that pain, that kind of loneliness, because I was the child who grew up with his parents, who never left his home. So you're leaving your home, you're not going back your home until the year ends. So, and coming in a new culture, new country, it's like a difficult. So I know how they feel, so I can do much better for them. And like as in my manifesto, everybody have equal rights. You can't discriminate anyone based on their color, their ethnicity, their background, their culture, and specifically their gender, their pronouns. So like everybody have their own life, and he had the right to live his life peacefully. That's my thoughts.
That's lovely. Thank you so much. So, on that note, we are finally done with all of our Q&As. Thank you so much if you've watched all of them, or even just this one. We hope you've enjoyed our content. Obviously, manifestos have just dropped today, so keep an eye out for those. Voting opens tomorrow at 10 a.m, so make sure you're there and you get your voice heard. Remember, you can vote for as many candidates as you want in order of preference, and the results show will be on Friday as part of the We Are Staffs Awards. Again, me and Jamie, your hosts, your election team, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you very soon. Thank you.
Vote for me.
Okay.